Well, that which man calls God is very different from man's image of God, because God has made man, but man is now remaking God in man's image. In other words, man forms a perspective of something and then tries to make everything fit into that, and there is tremendous distortion in that process. You are accurate when you feel that you are that which is God, both from your physical and your non-physical perspective. The combination of you and all of the rest of us is what God is, because God is consciousness that is expanding. Sometimes humans feel unsettled about that, because there are so many who have been happier seeing God as just an exaggerated version of man, someone very much like man, but just bigger and hopefully smarter, and with all of the answers. And so in the process of making that image of God, man has subverted his own image of self. In other words, he has humbled himself by making this distinction of this superior God, which makes him the inferior mortal. And on that basis, man has separated himself from that which is God, which is sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it?
The very thought of God occurred to you only because you saw creation, isn't it? When you were born and you opened your eyes, you looked around, so much creation. Before you came here, so much has happened. Obviously, you did not create it. So you thought, there must be a creator. This is how you come to the creator, isn't it? The moment you thought there must be a creator, because you're in a human form, you thought it must be a big man. A small man like me cannot do all this. It must be a big man. Just 2 hands, how can it do so much creation? Must be 8 hands. Isn't it? Isn't it so? If you were a buffalo, you would be really thinking, God is a huge buffalo. Isn't it so? Yes or no? You go and ask a buffalo and see. A buffalo will insist, God is a huge buffalo. Maybe 4 horns.
What you call God is all that is. It is you, it is the chair, it is the room, it is the sky, it is the planet, it is the stars, it is everything. Everything is made of God, because there's nothing else to make anything from. So all of you, all of us, everything is what you call God experiencing itself as everything. This is the second law. The one is the all are the one. Does that make sense?
When you, through your appreciation of another or of a flower, find a vibration that puts you in alignment with that which is source energy, so that you are that energy, when there is no separation between the energy that is God and who you are in that moment, then you have knowledge of that. In other words, under those conditions, you don't question so much. Usually when people are questioning their relationship with God, it's when they have gotten themselves into a vibrational quagmire where they are far vibrationally from the energy that is that. And it's so interesting. Do you know the majority of prayers that are offered from physical humans is from a place of utter disconnection of that which they are hoping to receive?
The idea of prayer is simply an attitude of gratitude in the present tense. In other words, you are in a state of being grateful for your existence. and grateful for what you have. And when I say what you have, what I'm actually saying is every single thing that is truly important for you to manifest in your life already exists. You already have it. You just don't know you have it because you can't see it, because you're not in the right frequency to allow it to become visible to you. So prayer is being in the attitude, the energy state of gratitude that you already have what it is you're wishing for, knowing that you have it, knowing it will manifest exactly when it needs to, where it needs to, and thus by being in that energy state, you're aligning with what you might euphemistically call the unconditional support and unconditional love of creation, which is so unconditionally supportive and so unconditionally loving, it will even allow you to believe you are not unconditionally loved. That's how unconditionally loved you are.
In time, you have all answers to all questions. And the first question we want you to ask is, who am I? And our answer is, you are God. And the next question we want to hear from you is, and how am I doing? And the answer that we want you to hear is, you are doing exceptionally well. You are right on track. And the next question we want you to ask is, how can my life be better? And we say, seek things that feel good to you when you focus upon them. And the next question that we want you to ask is, how am I doing? And the answer is exceptionally well. And the next question we want you to ask is, what will come next? And we say, whatever it is you choose. And the next question that we want you to ask is, well, will you not choose for me? And the answer is, we are choosing with you, but we are not choosing for you. And when you are in vibrational alignment with that which is us, the choices that we make together are those choices that we all intended when you made the decision to come forth into this physical body to begin with. It's closing the gap, solving the separation, becoming one with who you are in your joyous endeavor, and then being the God in physical form that is natural to you.